Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you seriously watching the Have You Heard podcast by yourself? On YouTube, nonetheless? Whoa. That's kinda cringe, don't you think, Nathan?
Mhm.
Don't you know that the Have You Heard podcast is also available anywhere else you can get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts? Also, when you do this, you actually support us as creators. Because right now, you're just stealing all our money like a bunch of
Yep.
dirty little sleazebags. So please, consider supporting us by listening on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, uh, Pocket Casts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna sit here until you do it.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Have You Heard podcast, the only music podcast where we talk about the music that we listen to. I'm Nathan,
I'm Pablo.
and today, guys, we're just gonna jump into it as I say probably 200 times by now. Pablo, have you heard Dayglow's album Fuzzybrain?
Yeah, that's it. I have. Uh,
Oh, guys, looks like we have an actual episode today.
that's crazy. Anyway,
So we're not gonna do history corner. I just need
nah,
to, I think there's
I
roughly
got a
around.
nugget of history. Fuzzybrain by Dayglow is the first album by Dayglow, and it was released in 20.
Yeah,
I don't know the year actually,
I 2018.
but Spotify says 2019. That's why I'm confused. I read 2018.
Ah, no.
That's really weird. I don't care enough though. No offense to the album. I mean, we haven't even reviewed it. I don't want to spoil it. But anyway, Dayglow is a guy. I actually don't know his. He has like a fancy name. Uh,
Sloan Strubble.
yeah. I
His
wouldn't
name's
say
Sloan.
fancy. Just I guess
It's pretty cool.
foreign.
Oh, okay.
I guess foreign is probably just the better word for it. Um, yeah. Let's jump right into it. 10 songs long. 37 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's do this. First song we got False Direction. I would say a pretty good intro to the album. Sets the mood. Everything a good intro should do. Um, yeah. I don't really have much to say about it. It's a
I think it's good. Yeah.
upbeat,
Most of
groovy
his
song you can vibe to.
exactly.
And it gets you ready. Next up, Can I
Yeah,
Call You Tonight? Oh,
most of
sorry.
it.
Sorry, you go.
Damn,
I'm sorry. I'm just
you're on
trying to
a
speed
roll,
run
huh?
this fucking apparently. I'm forgetting how to fucking record one of these
I don't
things.
know. Most of his upbeat pop songs are kind of similar. So you might like if you're gonna listen to them, people listening at home, you're gonna find that they kind of sound the same.
Yeah, I would say that's one of my main critiques on this album, but we will get to that when we get to
Hmm.
that. Um, and speaking of getting to that, Can I Call You Tonight? This is easily the biggest song on this album. I don't know if we would consider
Yeah.
it mainstream, uh, because I just
Yeah, I
don't
was gonna
know if
ask that because we could.
yeah, I
Yeah, if
really
we do
don't
like our
know.
top threes, I don't know.
I say screw it and let's include it. I mean, it has 200 million plays. I think. Let me do a quick search.
It's a golden song.
Yeah, that's massive. Is what that is. Um, Speaking of massive, have you seen the new Cherry Bomb cover for? It's a Tyler the Creator album. It's called
You
Cherry
scared
Bomb.
me there. You
Why?
scared me. But no, I have it because you said speaking of massive,
Oh,
and then
no.
I let my brain get the worst of me.
Okay, first thing, I was gonna say, Can I Call You Tonight? Almost as many plays as Icon has by Jaden Smith, our Lord and Savior.
No
Um,
way.
so I just wanted to point that out. I thought that'd be fun. Um, no, the cover for Cherry Bomb by Tyler, it used to be him with like a mask on, like drawn. Now it's just a white guy holding a cigarette, pissing his pants, like zoomed in on his crotch. I just kind of think that's
Nice.
kind of lame, honestly. I really like the original cover. But anyway, Can I Call You Tonight? Well, I'm sorry, we got completely freaking sidetracked there.
Best song of the album.
Yeah?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. I would say it's a good balance between having a good instrumentals and good lyrics. I think another problem I have with this album is its unevenness between having really good lyrics and poor production and having really good production and poor lyrics. I think
I can
this
see where you're coming from.
I think this song is a good balance between the two. Speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
bangers, Hot Rod. I really like this one. And
Yeah, Hot Rod was good.
I don't really think that's a crazy thing to say. It's good, it's catchy. It just gets you you know?
It's so yeah, it's so hard to like describe these songs because they're just songs like how we go into like depth with like Sire and stuff. We
Mhm.
know like stuff about Jaden and like what his life was like, but
Yeah.
this he's just making songs.
Mhm.
He
I
doesn't have
really
any
wasn't sure
backstory or purpose.
how we would review this, especially because okay, here's a little have you heard backstory. We were actually going to review Dayglow's newest album, uh Harmony House,
Hmm.
because the day we're recording this, it is May 23rd, 2 weeks before you're hearing this. Um and it came out 2 days ago, and we only had 2 days to listen to it, and then we were like, actually, we don't want to review this album. So then I only had two
Yeah.
days to listen to this, so I was kind of under a wee bit of pressure. I
I
kind of
gave it a full listen and it was just like
Yeah, I was doing a lot of things, so I only got like 5 songs in, and I paused it, and then Nathan texted me, and he's like, "Hey, can we just listen to Fuzzybrain? I like that one." So here we are.
yeah.
But yeah, I really wish I had a full week to listen to this album, but I think I've come up with some pretty okay notes. We're gonna run with it. So, Hot Rod, I like. End of story. Run the World. I can't think of how this one sounds.
The run
Uh,
it was the chorus that makes this song iffy for me. Like it's not that bad, but it's not like it's just the
mhm.
chorus is like it's like repetitive. Like the chorus is just like he repetitively says he's like I'm gonna run the world,
Oh, I
and then
remember.
like, he
Yeah,
does it like
okay.
4 times.
Hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't match the rest of the song. The like everything else, like the beat with like the instrumental is really good, but then you get to like the actual chorus, and I don't know, it doesn't match it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I completely understand that. Let me actually pull up my notes real quick. No, I didn't write anything about this song, but I did write something about the next song, Fair Game. Um, I don't really like this one. I think
Ah,
that I wrote that this song is boring and predictable. Good beat, but meh overall. Um, and yeah, just kind of simple, simple stuff. Again, lyrics aren't just kind of about nothingness. Yeah, wasn't really a huge fan of Fair Game. What about you?
I like Bear Game. Definitely, I could definitely put stuff above it for top three, but it's definitely I'm not gonna give it the stuff you gave it as a critique.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
All right. Next up we got Dear Friend. I'm kind of torn with this one. Okay? Like just a slight bit. Um, excuse me. Um, on the one hand, I think that the um delivery and the lyrics of it are very uh pleasant, I suppose, and it tells a nice narrative about reaching out to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. I like it. On the other hand, it is such a drastic departure from the rest of the album. You know?
It's very true.
Like not only
It
is
goes, yeah.
the production is so laid back on this one, the lyrics definitely take the main focus, and it's definitely not upbeat like at all. Like there's just so much different. I like it. I just think it's kind of strange how we go from like 100 to 0 back to 100. Not That's not like a score thing. That's just like
Right.
a speed thing.
There's another song called Junior Varsity, and it's like it's got the it's in this album, by the way. It's got a
Yeah.
slower like tempo like Dear Friend, except it's like it's still upbeat. Like it
Hmm.
doesn't just like drop down like a roller coaster, it kind of just slows it down.
Hmm.
But definitely not as deep of a dip as what Dear Friend would do.
Yeah.
Especially because after Dear Friend we have Fuzzybrain, and then after Fuzzybrain we have Junior Varsity, and then we get to the two last songs, and those two last songs are also very upbeat.
Hmm.
And it's really funny how we dip down to three songs in a row. He doesn't like try and like scatter them unless there's just a coincidence. They just all ended up in like the same line for his album production, but they are like the slowest songs with some more sadder meanings to them. It's weird.
Is Dayglow like completely independent? Because it seems like he is. Like,
I think he's got I know that for his song Can I Call You Tonight, he has a friend.
yeah. On
His
Dear
other
Friend, I
friend
think
was
he has a
named
friend.
Reese Myers.
Reese Myers.
Yeah, Reese Myers. I'm pretty sure he's mostly on his own because he has a YouTube channel,
Hmm.
and like on his YouTube channel, he shows how he makes the music, and it sounds like he makes it all by himself.
Yeah. I just
Like
noticed
he never mentions anyone else.
yeah. I just noticed the copyright at the bottom of the album just says 2019 Dayglow. It doesn't say UMG or anyone.
Hmm.
But yeah. Dear Friend it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's just it feels very out of place. Um Next up we got Fuzzy Brain. I have no qualms with this song, but I'm not really touched by it, you know? It's just kind of
One of
there.
the best slow songs here. I like it. It's just it's not sad. It's just it makes me like peaceful. Gives me a
Mhm.
peaceful vibe. No sadness, no depression, no sorrow. It's like a something nostalgic, but like you're not nostalgic for because you have no idea what you're being nostalgic for.
Mhm. I feel that.
Really weird to describe.
I oddly resonate with that. But yeah. Fuzzy Brain fine. Junior Varsity, I'm gonna let you talk on this one.
Yeah, this one was the one I mentioned for what we're talking about during Dear Friend, but like it's got the slow stuff with like the drum slower tempo and all that, and then it picks itself up because it kind of sounds like an entire band is playing, and it sounds like it's just calming because it sounds like people in like a garage band were playing this,
Mhm.
and it sounds a little bit edited with like his voice and all that, but I think it sounds really clean. And
Mhm.
even though it's like it's got the same tempo and slowness as Dear Friend, it's definitely not as sad. So I think it better matches the whole theme of the album better than Dear Friend. I think Dear Friend would belong in his new album because his new album is mostly slower songs,
Mhm.
sadly.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a huge fan of this song. This song was one of the ones that I first went, I'm kind of bored listening to this. And I think
Hmm.
that it's not just a this song is bad sort of thing. It's also kind of just a lot of these songs sound the same, and by the time I'm getting to the end of the album, I'm just getting tired of it.
Yes.
So I don't think I'm like clearly I'm definitely showing some bias here, and I'm not a fan of that. But um I'm torn because I'm not torn. I don't like this song, but I feel bad for not liking it because it's not the song's fault. It's just that the album is just meshing songs together very, very, I mean, I guess well, but it's not like a positive thing. Um, yeah, that's it for
It's like a
Junior
marching
Varsity.
band playing it. That's what I get. It sounds like a marching band in like a school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pretty
I know
cool.
that part. Nicknames, excuse me, is fine. I just don't really have anything to say about it because again, by this time of the album, I'm just getting tired of it.
Are you on Junior Varsity or the next song,
Nicknames.
Nicknames? Talk about
Nicknames.
nicknames and you say it's boring?
I don't know. I just can't
I
remember
love
it, dude.
nicknames.
I just can't remember how it goes. I remember not hating it as much as I hated Junior Varsity, but I just can't think of how it goes. Like Hot Rod, Dear Friend, Can I Call You Tonight, False Direction, I can immediately pick up, yes, I know exactly how that song goes. Nicknames, even Listerine. I literally just listened to it before recording. I can't even think of it now.
Well, it's good. You shouldn't have forgot how it sounds. It's good.
Well, freaking, it's not my fault.
Definitely the most unique one with like sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds you wouldn't hear in any other song, which is why I like Dayglow. It's like a whole new genre of music, but it's not because it's just classified as like indie stuff. I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's
Please tell me you know Listerine, which is after nicknames. We got Listerine. Please tell me you know Listerine.
Nathan. Nathan, I don't know
What did you just
Listerine.
say?
I don't know
You
Listerine.
don't remember Listerine either?
No, no, I do not.
Disappointment. You are a disappointment. Bro, it's like probably in my top three. It's
Okay,
so
okay,
good.
okay, okay. How about this? All right, this is a new low for me. All right,
Yeah.
putting in my AirPods, connecting to my phone. I'm gonna listen to the Listerine until I remember how it goes. Okay? Will that make you happy?
Just put it in like the middle. Like
All right, I will.
scrub to like the middle.
I will.
The music video on YouTube is literally just him dancing, and it's. I like the vibe.
You
I
cut
like
out a
the
lot,
vibe.
but I understand that you liked it. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, this
exactly.
one. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I remember this one. I
He
didn't I
likes
didn't
it,
skip to the
gentlemen.
middle. I just started the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, it has those synths in the back. I like those. Yeah. Yes. All right. My apologies. I'm not a
Very good
dunce.
song. Very
Very
good
good.
ending.
Very good outro. Yes. Um all right, well that's going to
Especially
be
that there's also the solo at the back, like the very end of the song. Like
right.
most people say, "Oh, this song is good to end off the album." The end of this song at the end of the album is good.
Mhm. All right, well that's pretty much it for our thoughts. How long is this episode? We kind of breezed through that. Oh, geez.
Yeah,
It's very short. I mean, it's
we're in
also
like
a
what
short
15
album,
minutes.
but yeah.
Yeah, all the songs are short, and it's just shorter in
Mhm.
size.
Okay, so I have some overall thoughts I would like to say. I pre-wrote these. I did kind of rely on these as I was speaking though, so I kind of might repeat myself a little bit.
Okay.
So as I said, let me speak into the mic. While there's nothing inherently bad about this album, there's nothing truly outstanding with it, and overall, it left me wanting more from the album. Felt that too many songs had similar tempos, beats, and instruments. When there's variety on this project, it feels like too sharp of a change from the status quo of the rest of the music. This scene on the song Dear Friend, beat is simple, I talked about all that. While the rest of the songs are upbeat instrumentals with boring lyrics about nothingness, the song does the inverse and makes something that I feel is a much more enjoyable song that kept me captivated. And that pretty much summarizes my thoughts. I wish there was just something that grabbed me on this album. A lot of it just kind of passed by, I feel like. But yeah, I know you like this
Well,
album.
if you
Please.
think about if you think about that for this album, don't listen to his Harmony House. Holy
Yeah.
hell!
All right, I will take that from you then. You have any overall thoughts? I'm sure you do.
Overall thoughts. I listened to "Can I Call You Tonight" first. Unknowingly, he had more songs and an actual album that was like just releasing. I think 2 years ago during like Christmas break, and I listened to that album all of Christmas break, and it made me so happy, and that's why I started liking Dayglow. And then January is he pointed out that he was releasing something in May, and then come May he was like, "All right, May 24th, guys, it's this month," and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god," or not May 24th, sorry, I think it was 21st. May 21st came. I listened to it. I was depressed.
Here's another fun fact. I've been telling Nathan we were gonna review this album for since the beginning of the podcast. Because uh, I was like, Nathan, we gotta start a podcast. And he's like, all right, I
Yeah.
got some albums. And then he said this, and he said Malibu Nights. And we did Malibu Nights pretty quickly. And for whatever reason, I think because we introduced the idea of seasons, we were like, yeah, we're gonna wait on Dayglow. More like Gay Doe. Oh shit.
Nice, dude.
Got him.
That was really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny. Anyway, uh, overall, oh wait, you want to do rankings and then we'll do like 1 to 10, like our song rankings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do top 3 here first. Top 3 best.
Okay, hold on. Let me give me a
Not sure if
second.
I can do top 3 worst though.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. Hold on. So
I'll
P.
give 1.
You don't have. I mean, yeah. Just say any songs you don't think are up to par with the rest. Okay. So
Yeah, up to par would be Dear Friend. But yeah.
okay. So what's your number 3?
Number 3, I'm putting Hot Rod at number 3.
Hot Rod. Okay.
At number 2, I'm putting Listerine, and at number 1, I'm putting Can I Call You Tonight? The first one I listened to. It's still the best. Still the best.
Can
Not getting
I
tired of it
call
anytime soon.
you tonight? Okay. Spelled tonight wrong. Epic. All right. I do not know, honestly. I just don't know if I want to include Dear Friend. I think I honestly have a pretty close list to you. I just don't
Yep.
know if I want Listerine or Dear Friend. No, I think, okay. I'm going to do Can I Call You Tonight first, just like you. Number 2 is going to be Hot Rod. And number 3 is going to be Dear Friend. And I think I stand by that. I think I stand by that. So, overall, 1 to 10, what do you give it, Nathan?
7.5.
7.5? I'm going to go with 7. I think that's pretty
solid.
fair. Yeah.
I'm glad you don't fully hate it, but like you definitely don't see it's like nothing stands out
Yeah.
too much.
It's a good,
It's just in there
for his debut album, it's good stuff. But I just don't see
and by
it as much
himself,
else.
I would say that's extra
Yeah.
credit too.
You know, Jaden Smith's debut album.
I mean,
Masterpiece. Kanye's debut album. Mwah. Kid Cudi's debut album. Mwah. Who else? Who else do I talk about on this podcast? Frank Ocean's debut album is a mwah. Who else? Tyler. No, we don't talk about Tyler the Creator's first album. We don't talk about that one. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this week's episode of the Have You Heard podcast. Anything you want to say before we go?
no.
Okay. All right. Thank you for tuning in to the Have You Heard podcast. I'm Pablo.
I'm Nathan.
And we will see you guys next week.
Toodles.
Toodles?